Poway Unified parents and students are on edge after a threat put 7 schools on lockdown. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Chiquetto. Marcella Lee is on assignment. Those lockdowns were lifted just a few hours ago. San Diego police say an anonymous caller threatened shootings at schools in 4S Ranch. Del Norte High and the 6 other schools were put on lockdown for 2 hours. CBS 8's Shannon Handy joins us live now with the latest on the investigation. And Shannon, obviously the timing of this had to have a lot of parents and students scared and upset.
Of course, Carlo, I mean, that shooting in Texas happened just 2 days ago. You know, people are still trying to process that. And then this happens. We heard students had to barricade themselves inside classrooms and other areas of campuses. Meanwhile, a lot of parents gathered out here, and you could see on their faces just how anxious they were as they waited to make sure their kids were okay.
There is nobody on campus actively threatening your kids at this point.
San Diego police tried to reassure parents gathered outside Del Norte High School that their kids were safe after a threat was made earlier in the day.
We received, and the San Diego Sheriff's Department received a call from a Google number with a robotic voice saying that somebody was going to shoot up the Del Norte High School and a nearby elementary school. We take these threats extremely seriously.
Both SDPD and the Sheriff's Department responded. At Del Norte, you could see armed officers on the roof. In addition to Del Norte, 6 other schools were placed on lockdown. It lasted about 2 hours, during which time kids were barricaded inside their classrooms and parents waited outside, anxious for answers.
It's concerning because should we send our kids to school or tomorrow or not, right? Like it's happening quite often.
Are you going to introduce new security features or something?
Today's threat comes just days after a shooting in Texas that left 19 students and their 2 teachers dead. Parents I spoke with say while they've dealt with threats before, the timing of this one makes it even more nerve-wracking.
Oh, it's horrible for us as parents and torture for them as kids who are inside there and not knowing what's happening and not knowing what to do.
San Diego police eventually determined there was no actual threat, though it's unclear where the call came from. As kids reunited with their parents, some reported feeling nervous and scared. Meanwhile, for others, it didn't impact them as much, which one parent told me worries her the most.
I didn't really get scared that much, but my friends did. But I just calmed them down.
We've become desensitized to these situations, and that's not normal.
And again, as you heard, a lot of those parents weren't just questioning what happened today, which is believed to be a hoax, but they're questioning about security in the future. District officials tell me it's something they work on constantly. As for those students, we're hearing many of them, as they were inside those classrooms, they had to hide under desks, turn off the lights. One student even said that their teacher grabbed a fire extinguisher as a possible weapon. And we're not just talking about high school students, Carlo. As you heard with these lockdowns, a lot of these kids were younger, as young as preschool age. So very scary for these students, but thankfully, everyone is okay.